Okay, what we are going to show you now is a short demonstration of actual work in the software that we've developed. So it's actually a GIS database that can be used for different purposes. One of the purposes here that we've made is that it can be used as a management software for all the infrastructure elements that are used in a city. So, for example, and that are linked with roads. So, for example, this is about road signs and roads and other infrastructure that is built near the road. So, first of all, this application is fully web-based. So, all you need is to actually have this link and put in the password. So, I'm gonna put in the password. Okay, and I just log in into the application. So this application is currently in creation, but it's not a problem to be in any language, so it can be fully customized to any different sorts of languages or displays that are needed by the customer. So first of all, just let me show you a brief introduction to the interface. So for example, you can click here and you can open the layers. So I can change different layers of maps that are used in this application. For example, I will now open the aerial photo of this area and click here, and I will get this map shown in the aerial photo. This is not Google Maps, this is actual aerial photo of this area. And as this is the case in this city, there are two aerial maps, so I can change the to newer aerial map that is used on the same area. So in the basics, we have these lines which represent roads. So I can click on any of these lines just by selecting here from the menu roads, and then click on this road, and I can get, as you can see, this road is highlighted. I can get all the basic information about this road. And this information can be customized. So in this case, I have the name of the road, the actual length of the road, the administrative length, and what is the type of the pavement of this road. So all of these roads are entered in the same way in this application. I could also close this layer of roads so that I can have only the aerial image clear as it can be. And some other options that are integrated in the systems are also the road signs. So when I click here, I get all the road signs that are currently placed on the road. And for example, I could click on any of these road signs like this. I select signs and I click on this sign, for example. Okay, edit existing sign, and I have the information about this road sign here. Okay, so there is actually a yielding mark and the pedestrian crossing sign, which are on the same pole, and it's actually a lightning pole. So these signs have all the attributes that are needed through these signs. So and the question is, how are these signs entered in the database and how are they updated? So our basic idea is to do it all by georeferenced video. So what is exactly georeferenced video? So I can click, for example, here onto the menu recording, and then click here, where I should get all the recordings that are currently available at this position. So, sorry, the image has just moved. So, and I have this video recording that is recorded throughout this line which is shown on the map. And I can select the video location, click here, and click play, and I will have this HD video resolution from which I can see my sign, and I can do the update of any attributes that are actually needed. So let me just zoom in a little bit to this video so that you can see that it's all done in high resolution. The basic idea is that these video recordings should be easy to record. So actually the equipment needed to record this video is not expensive. It can be bought, for example, in Croatia for less than €1,000. So actually the idea is to have multiple vehicles or multiple road management personnel that could record this video and do all the work in the office, so that you don't have to be on the road to actually select and change this, the value of these road signs. One other thing which is really important, if I zoom out a little bit to one major road, just a second, so I will zoom out here and click recordings, click here. There is only one recording. Okay, so there is a recording during this long road, so I can click here, click play, and you can look up here. I actually get the mileage of this road. So this is the actual mileage. Okay, we've been through the intersection, so we are on a new road, and if I click more, I get the name of the road and the actual mileage on that road. So this is good for easier navigation in space. For often it's very hard for personnel to find the GPS coordinate on the road, but it's easy for them to find the actual mileage that you can output from this software. Okay, so basically these are the general functions. So, and we've created some additional modules. One of them is, one of the most important, of course, is the print module. So, for example, how can we print out this intersection here? So I select the print module. I can select the size of the paper. These are standard size papers in Croatia, so I can select, for example, A3, and I can orient the paper as I like, portrait or landscape, and I could use a fixed scale. For example, I need to print this out in 1 to 1000 scale, so I can put this window here on the place where I would like to have it print out. Click print. Okay, it's now printing. The PDF file is downloaded. I'll try to open it. Okay, so this is the actual PDF file of my printout. So I can send it to the printer and have this area printed out in this scale, which is then later on marked here. Actually, the management of locations like parkings or any other that could be represented as polygons in this software. So for example, I will show you the layer parkings, and here in this city you can see these blue polygons that are actually street parkings that exist in this city. And we also have a module that has attributes for these parkings. So when I click on this parking, I can get all the attributes that are relevant to this parking. I could also add a photo to this parking by clicking on this button, and I can select any photo that is on my computer to actually link with this parking. I do also have some additional information, like number of parking reserved for disabled people, or for freight, or for residents, or any other sort of users of this parking. And I also do have some dates that can be used for management of this actual parking space. So I can click here and get back to this application. And also what is maybe really important is just to show you the way that we can integrate all the different vector layers. For example, this land use layers, where you can see the actual ownership of any part of the land with the number that can be used to identify the owner. so any sort of vector data can be uploaded to our system, which is of course totally web-based. So once when you upload all the data, you can easily view the data through this web interface without any knowledge of GIS. And for example, we have here the house numbers, so we can easily see the address numbers and house numbers of every individual house on this road. I will just turn some of this layer off, and I will also show you the layer that are administrative borders, of course. So we can superimpose these layers also on this map, and it could be easily used and of course printed through this system that I've shown you earlier. One of the great features that we've developed is also called spatial comments. So what would be actually the spatial comments? For example, if you go to this intersection and you actually know that there is a problem with road signs here, you can actually make a spatial comment. For example, I will go to the tools, spatial comments, I will click here, and the system will tell me that there is no spatial comment here. Do you want to add a new one? Yes, I want to add a new one, and I will say something is wrong here. Okay, I will select here and I will give it a photo. I have one photo here, open, so it will load up, and of course you can see that under my username there is a photo added to this site. I will click here and there will be a new comment, something is wrong here, on this location. And now every other user will get a notification here saying that there is a new comment on this area, and he could also click here and this comment will open, and he could comment to my comment, say okay, I will fix it. Okay, and select here, and so under his username, under a second ago or under a few minutes ago or hour ago, there will be this comment, and he could change the state of this comment to in process. So the color of the icon will change from red to yellow, meaning that this comment is already in process. And of course, when this comment will be finished, he could add finish and change this to finished. Okay, oh, I forgot to save. Okay, click save, and I have this under a second ago. This comment is finished, and I will have my comment here changed to the color green. So we do have a different sort of these comments. These icons could be created as a potential customer would wish. So any type of comment can be added to this location like this. Also, what we do have is a Android application that can be used for adding this sort of comment. It of course uses the GPS function of a smartphone, so it will, if you see a sign or something is wrong on the road, you could just click on your smartphone and upload the photo with all of these attributes that are actually here. This application also works for updating road signs. So generally you could come near a sign, click on a sign and change all the attributes that are linked to that sign. Okay, and we have some other features that are interesting. For example, these are standard features where you could click on the length and actually measure the length here on the road. I will have 33.4 meters here. So, and also I could get area, or I could get the mileage of this road, and I could get the reading of the actual location here in all of the different coordinate formats that can be used for communication with the different users. And I could also send this spatial link. For example, I can send this link to this actual location via email, to one of my colleagues or anybody that I feel should see this. And okay, let's go back a little to road signs. So how it actually looks to add a road sign. Just a second. Okay, for example, I see a road sign here from the video, and I can select that I want to add a new sign. Okay, so at this location I will have this new position. This position can be actually a sign pole, or it could be a lightning pole, or it could be a building. So signs can be put up on any different sort of location. So I will select here the lightning column. Okay, it's here. Click select. I will have here the information that this is a lightning color, and I want to add a stop sign here. So in Croatia, signs are actually categorized under codes. So I would actually need to know a code of the sign that I actually want to insert, or I could just start typing in, for example, pedestrian crossing. So it will be like this. Just a minute, and I have all the signs that are actually regarded with pedestrians. So I will select this one. Okay, click here, and this sign will be actually entered into my database. And I could also do the actual angle that this sign is placed in. I know that it's actually placed for this driver to see. So click here, and I have this angle regarding the north. That is actually the actual angle of my road sign. I could change the dimensions, and of course I have here the attributes that tell me when this sign was placed on the road and from which source was it placed into. And this could actually be from video recordings that I've recorded earlier. So I can select save, and this sign is actually placed into the database. Okay, and one other thing that we also have is actually the catalog of all the traffic signs in Croatia. So I can click here and get the information about the meaning, the actual dimensions that are available, and how it should be placed on the road. And it could all be searched in any different manner. Okay, for example, stop sign, I will get the information about the stop sign. One other module that we are currently developing is the actual data that could be obtained from video files about the roads and about all the infrastructure that needs to be recorded. So for example, here on this map you see a few of the roads that we've actually recorded here in Croatia. And how can we add data? The data is added through this application. I will now open a video file, and this video file actually shows me a road. And down here I have all the different attributes. These attributes are added around this line for every 10 meters. So alongside the road, for every 10 meters I can click here on any attribute, and this attribute will be placed into the database. For example, I click play, and I can change here the type of the road marking. For example, this is this type of road marking, or it could be a full line. I can click here and change it. And the state of my pavement, is it good, is it average, or is it bad? So and for example, what is the width of the road? I can say it's less than 4 meters, it's between 4 and 5 meters, or any other dimension that I have here. Also, what is the state of my pavement? Is it good, is it bad, or does it need to be fixed? And the type of the pavement, of course, is it asphalt, is it a desert road, is it a dirt road, is it a concrete road, or some other type of the road? And all of these attributes are entered into the database. If I click here save, I will save all these entries to my database. So let's click save and go back to the management. Now, how can we represent this data? So we have actually done some recordings and some inspections on this road. I can go here, export. I can select the diagrams. I can select this road here, and I can select accept, and give me the state of the payment. Click select, and I will get this diagram saying that 36.55% is not evaluated, but the other parts that are evaluated, I have these ratings saying that 12% is in good state, or that 5.09 is in really bad state. And I can have this other type of diagram, which is line diagram. If you look here, there is a yellow dot which moves when I move through this line, saying that my payment condition is in 50% damage on this part, 70 here, 80 here, and this is all linked to the mileage of the actual road. So I can zoom in to get the more details. If you can see here, this is the actual mileage of this road, and I can get all the detailed information that I need about this road, and any other possible attributes that you can think of can be implemented in this software. So this is something that we are currently developing, and this should be finished in a few months, so it could be used for detailed inspections of any types of road. So in general, this would be all. There are some minor features that are also important here, but if there will be need for it, we will discuss it in any other videos that will be available soon. Thank you.